Hello everybody, welcome back to another lesson. It is Miss Wackerlin here. So today we are going to be learning about primary verb negation. I know that sounds a little confusing, but once we dive right in, you'll be all set. So let's get started. To begin, primary verb negation means using not with a verb that is in the past or the present tense. It will appear after or is contracted with a verb. Okay, so let's take a look at this visual we have here. We have these little bees, little ants going, I am not. Okay, not is appearing after this verb am. Okay, next one, he, she, it is not. Not is after is. We, you, they are not. Not is appearing after are. Do you recognize the pattern here? All right. Sometimes it helps to visualize the transformation of this happening, okay? So what we have here, this first sentence, he is working, in the affirmative, in the positive, there is no element of no or not, right? He is working. Let's go to the negative. He is not working. Not is after is. He is not working. And then we have the contracted not, right? He isn't working. He isn't working. Remember that a contraction is just the combination of the verb and not. Is not, isn't. Let's go over some more examples. We have she can come, can't she? We have she hasn't been here. Who isn't coming? Alright guys, we have some guided practice here. We'll go through this one together and then the next we'll have you try on your own. So, instructions here, try forming a sentence with the word bank. Here are the words we have. He can not feed the dog. Essentially what we have here is the sentence. Nothing is wrong with this sentence. All we need to write down is he cannot feed the dog. But what can we do with our not here? He cannot. He cannot. He can't. All right, great job, everybody. Now, for this next one, we're going to have you go ahead and try on your own. Pause the video, read through it, take your time. What we have here is a little bit more difficult because the words are a bit more scrambled, but we'll go over it. All right, so after you took a couple minutes to work through that, what we have here is they, not, are, to run, and allowed, okay? So first, our first task is to put this sentence in order to make it correct, right? So what we'd have here is they are not allowed to run. Okay, this to run might have thrown you for a loop in terms of what are you doing with your word not, okay? But we have they are not allowed to run. And then if we want to take that a step further, it would be they aren't allowed to run. Remember, we contract that are and not. And now we can apply this to do statements, the verb to do, right? So we have an example. Don't you want one? Don't touch the button. Sometimes with primary verb negation, something that is much more helpful is visualizing the sentence without the contraction, okay? So we have this example right here. Don't you want one? Would be, without the contraction, do you not want one? If that makes sense, okay? Let's try this next one. We have don't touch the button. Do not touch the button. Both ways are equally as correct, but it might be more common to hear don't do instead of do not. So for this next guided practice, what I want you guys to do is identify what can be fixed in these two sentences. Let's do the first one together, shall we? We have she no have job, okay? Let's think about what this could be. What's wrong with the sentence? She no have job, okay? It would be she does not have a job, right? She doesn't have a job, okay? Go ahead and try this next one. It's very similar, and then we'll go over it. All right, so after you had a chance to work through that on your own, we have I know play the guitar. I do not play the guitar. I don't play the guitar. And if you're still having difficulty, remember the process that we went through with the one slide with the arrows that was affirmative, negative, contracted, right? Let's go ahead and review what we've learned today, okay? We have that primary verb negation means using or contracting not in the past or present tense. And then this knowledge can be applied to do statements or questions as well. Thank you for listening today, and I'll see you in the next lesson.